Let me guess. You watched a motivational video, felt fired up, promised yourself, tomorrow I'll start. And then tomorrow came, and nothing changed. You're not lazy, you're not broken. And motivation is not the problem. In fact, motivation is the reason you keep starting and stopping. Stay with me, because once you understand why motivation fails, everything about self-improvement starts to make sense. Motivation feels amazing at the beginning. It's emotional. It's exciting. It makes you believe you've already changed before you've done anything. That's the trap. Motivation works on feelings, and feelings are unstable. One bad night of sleep, one stressful day, one small failure, and suddenly, that fire is gone. Think about how many times you plan to wake up early, start working out, study consistently, or finally focus on your goals, not when you were tired, not when life was hard, only when you felt like it. That's why motivation fails. It only shows up when things are easy. Most people think they procrastinate because they lack motivation. That's not true. You procrastinate because your brain is trying to avoid discomfort. Starting is uncomfortable. Being bad at something is uncomfortable. Staying consistent is uncomfortable. So your mind looks for relief, scrolling, watching videos, sleeping more. I'll do it later. And motivation can't fight that for long, because motivation doesn't change your environment. It doesn't change your habits. It doesn't change your identity. It just gives you a temporary push and then disappears. The shift that changes everything. Here's the shift most people never make. Stop asking, do I feel motivated? Start asking, what is the smallest action I can take without motivation? Discipline isn't about being strict. It's about being reliable. Think of brushing your teeth. You don't wait for motivation. You just do it. Not because you're inspired, but because it's who you are. That's the goal. Motivation is random. Systems are predictable. A system is simple. Same time, same place, same action, even if it's small. Instead of saying, I'll work out when I feel motivated, you say, every day at 7 p.m., I move my body for 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Your brain can't argue with that. Once you start, momentum does the rest. And if you stop after 5 minutes, that's still a win, because consistency builds identity, and identity is stronger than motivation. Here's something no one tells you. Motivation leads to extremes. One day you do everything. The next week you do nothing. That's how burnout happens. Real progress looks boring, quiet, repetitive, and that's good. If your plan requires motivation every day, it's not a good plan. Build something you can do on your worst days, not just your best ones. Here's what actually works. Lower the starting point. Make it almost impossible to fail. Attach actions to time, not mood. After dinner, I read 1 page. Track consistency, not intensity. Showing up matters more than going hard. Forgive fast, restart immediately. Miss one day, continue the next. No guilt, no drama, just progress. So let's recap. Motivation fails because it depends on feelings. Discipline works because it creates structure. Small actions build identity, and identity drives long-term change. Tonight, don't try to change your life. Just choose one small action you can repeat tomorrow. 5 minutes, 1 page, 1 step. That's how real change starts. Not with motivation, with showing up. Let's improve together.